Morning guys. And it's a lovely morning. Not exactly warm, but it's not freezing cold either, which makes a change. This spot is definitely full of wildlife. There was quite a lot of noise in the evening and throughout the night. I sort of woke up and just moving around a little bit. Get all sorts of things running around and little barks and hoots and all sorts of noises. It's a proper bit of nature out here. Well, I could hear Tim moving around, so I think he might be up already. And it's probably time for me to get up as well and get moving. My knee does not feel much better this morning, so I don't know how much hiking we're going to get done today. It might be a case of just getting straight to the station back in, where was it called, Manningtree or whatever it was, or somewhere near wherever we are. Oh, that's better. This log might not have been nice for sitting on, but at least it's good for a backrest. So just processing up a little bit of wood. I've already cut through most of the way for these pieces. Just need to snap them off now. And I've got a few smaller bits, and I've got Catty all tucked away nice and warm and dry inside of my top with me. Say hello, Kay. Hello. Say hello to Ethan. He'll be watching. So yeah, just need to get the fire on now. What did I do with the lighter? It's in one of the pockets. There it is. So a few little bits of cardboard from yesterday's snacks and whatnot. I can use these as my fire lighter. I'm just going to get the fire going and then warm myself up a hot chockey, or at least attempt to. Ooh, that's getting low. I saw a video from a chap in the last couple of days. I watched it. It's pretty new. I don't know how old the video was, but I'm sure it's pretty new. And he was talking about the wild camping etiquette, because essentially he was wild camping on this like crag, and there wasn't a lot of space on there, and some people turned up fairly early on. Like he was there real early, and then and some people turned up and they decided to kind of go around the corner a bit, and he could see them, and he wasn't impressed with them having a fire up like up the side of the mountain. But I was like, well, I mean, you want to have fire. I don't know if I agree that that was a problem, but he didn't make a big deal of that one. But a bit later on,
someone came right next.
Two other people basically turned up, and they were like the kind of people who are arguing amongst each other themselves, and they camped right next to him.
Wrong.
And I was like, "That is rude."
That is rude. Oh,
and he was talking about he had to have a good old moan about that, about the etiquette of like, come on, help. Like, and he like basically he did the thing where he got out of his tent and sort of walked past them and sort of said hi, and they went hi, and then they kind of did that thing where they, oh, are we all right, camp here, sort of thing. We're not putting you out, are we? And he was like, and I wanted to just be honest and direct, so I just said to him, to be honest, lad, so I came out here for a bit of peace and quiet and time to myself. So yeah, it's not great. And they went, oh, sorry about that, and that was it, and they just stayed. Ooh. And I'm like, don't ask that then. Don't ask if it's cool, and then when you're told it's not really, because let's face it, that's what he has gone there for, and you've got to respect that.
I had that with the first night of the second South Downs Way and the Seven Sisters. I saw someone up there, and so I kept going, because I was like, they were right up, but they were kind of quite exposed up on one of the Seven Sisters, one of the sort of the coastal cliffs. I was like, wow, that's brave. But I kept going because it's like, if I see someone out there, which is very rare, but if I do, I'm like, keep out of sight of them. Partly because if you're clustered together, that's a cluster of lights. That's going to attract me even more attention.
Yes.
So it's not just being polite. It's also safety.
Yeah, it's also being smart about it.
Yeah, because if you get like a cluster of lights, if you get one light on a headlamp, people are gonna go, oh, that's somebody out there. Maybe they're walking. We don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're just some teenagers sitting out there. We don't know. Whereas if it's a cluster, we'll go, who's that? Is that an encampment? Is that because as soon as it becomes a bunch of people,
then it's an issue.
Then then councils or people, or police, be like,
that's like us with the van. We're one van, and we stay very tidy. In fact, we'll tidy a space up if it's messy when we turn up. And we're just one van, just a nice, like, friendly family. If we turned up and it was a troop of us, and it was like with the travellers, where it's like, just like a half a dozen vans and like loads of mess being created now, then there's an issue and the council dealing with it. With us, the councils are all pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the Robin's back. He's back. He's been with us all morning.
Hello.
He's back again. He's so brave, this lad. Yeah, or girl. I don't know if that's a boy or girl one.
I think Robin's a male, and the females are.
The females don't have the red chest. Is that right?
Yeah.
So the red-chested one, he's the male.
Robin's the male, and the sort of brown ones are female.
There he is. If we're wrong, let us know in the comments. But I'm pretty sure that sounds right.
The female robins are larger.
Look at him, he's loving it. Well, we're back out. Look at that. I mean, admittedly, this is kind of fun. It takes me back to my childhood. Like I'm going to hide. Let him get his footage without me in his shot. Does Catty like it? I think Catty does. Boo!
I thought you were going to do that.
This is beautiful. It's weird because we shouldn't have to walk through the crop like this, but in some ways it's like I want to hold my hands out and go, whee! Yeah! Woo! How's the ride, Catty? Oh dear, takes me back, it really does. Wow, I'm covered. Check it out. I'm covered in this pollen. Alright, this one's more overgrown. If you get started, yeah.
Where?
Just through there, I think. It's just straight through. I'm joking, we're going left. I had him going. I was hoping we'd get some good shots, but this has actually been better than expected. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. If you have, make sure you like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it when you do. And yeah, if you would, give it a share. Why not? Put a smile on somebody else's face. My channel's all about adventure and getting back to our youth and our childhood and doing the things we used to do and just having fun. And if there's someone you know that could do with a little reminder of that, share the video with them.